for the coming of Grimshale. The tide rolls heavy and wide, with scales of fire and eyes of ember will weather this old world's stride. Don't you fear for the coming of Grimshale. Don't you fear for your life. Don't you fear for it coming are the Gaslighters, armed to defend through the strife. Down in the caves where the shadows creep, we forge our courage in flame. With claws to dig and wits to wander, the echoes shout our name. Don't you fear for the coming of Grimshale. Don't you fear for your life. Don't you fear for a coming of the Gaslighters, armed to defend through the strife. Oh, the storms may crash and the winds may howl, but our hearts beat strong and wild. We're kobold kin, and we stand united with the cunning of a dragon's child. Don't you fear for the coming of Grimshale. Don't you fear for your life. Don't you fear for the coming of the Gaslighters, on to defend through the strife.
All right, here we go. The Gaslighters are ready and have been exploring the ruins of Draconia after following a red thread that they may grow bright. They found the professor, who's been giving them many items if they brought the right pieces to him. And after receiving the Badger message, found him, rescued him, and thus they have gotten his goodwill for the moment. Currently, you are in the caves here, having taken a pathway very heavily traveled, actually, by others, but probably about 100 feet away from the hole in which you just had exhumed the professor, who now is sitting, taking some notes, currently looking at some of the corpses you got, a little excited about what you found, as you all have a moment here of relative peace. What would you like to do?
I don't think I've seen you in the dungeons before, Professor. Do you often do your own research in here?
I've known to. One needs be. I heard tell of the specific creatures, and I thought, kind of breathe for a second. Looks at you. I just thought it would be best for everyone's safety if I was the first to understand their habits. Unfortunately, it was bad for my safety, and ultimately all of yours. So, I thank you for the timely rescue.
Glad we could be of assistance, Professor.
Selkis is like leaning against the wall. Yeah, no problem. He's actively bleeding.
Oh, you do know you're supposed to move out of the way when they try to bite, yes?
Yeah, but I was carrying you, remember?
Ah, yes.
Right, yeah.
How far are we from, like, the main entrance to the whole dungeons, like, to get the professor out of here?
A good hour until you go through all of it.
I mean, Professor, we're grateful we got you, and you're doing okay. Would you like us to help you out of here? I really would hate that we got you this far after we just helped you, and then just be like, oh, okay, he went the last hour. And then we find like a boot.
I think if we could take a chance to catch our breath, and then I could make out my way by myself.
Xanatos will look to Alaric and just whisper, Alaric, like, he likes you the best. See if he'll give us anything for helping him.
Oh. Alaric, thanks for saying this. Professor, is there anything you find you might not need on the way back that you might lighten your burden that we could take off your hands for you?
And it looks like you could just. It's fine. He laughs. I plan on making you something. Actually,
Oh,
like I said, we take some time. Kind of puts out. I needed a few of these pieces for something specific anyway, and I think I'd have some left over.
that would be wonderful and very appreciated, Professor. Thank you.
I appreciate the rescue. He kind of looks at me and he goes, I admit I am, by all accounts, a difficult person to associate with, but I have never been accused of being ungrateful or not giving to others what they are owed.
Well, I'm good with taking a quick rest here if you all are.
I'm okay with that.
Also, really great with that.
I was gonna say I could use a minute too after that whole debacle.
Those spiders were freaky.
Yes. Oh, a rare find, actually. It's what their presence means is more freaky to me.
Do you care to explain? That sounds concerning.
Well, they only really can make their home in places that are thin.
Oh. That is concerning.
What do you mean thin?
Like the realms thin?
Oh, yes.
plane?
As you, well, I forget. Only one person knows anything. It looks like, at the beginning, it at least is theorized that the elemental planes, along with the realms of Fey and Shadow and everything, were one big mass here in Exandria. That it was the gods that made the walls between them. And then took Exandria itself apart from the Astra Sea it floated in. And thus made the walls. Of course, walls we use as a placeholder for whatever it is that separates. But certain places, it is known that it can get thin sometimes between certain planes. Here, specifically, if the presence of these spiders, it means it's thin between here and the place between worlds.
Does this silk make the rope you used?
Ah, good eye.
That's ingenious.
Yes, it can make much more, which is why you could consider what's in your pocket a gift. Looks at Obi.
Wait, Obi, did you?
Oh, yeah. I'll just... How does it work exactly, Professor?
Well, smiles for a moment. You mean your quick fingers aren't as quick as your mind?
I mean, I was just grabbing it for you. I thought we were trying to get out of there with all your stuff.
Ars shakes his head and goes to Salicus's side.
It's fairly simple. Place on a surface, it will stick, and then the rope will go down by way, always down from the place that you put it. And then once grasping upon it, you can move on it with essentially very little effort by thinking.
I'm sure that could be of great use, especially to someone like Alaric.
Yes. It's nice. It turns out to make a sound. Pretty good for infiltration, I found.
Oh, what is the total length of the rope?
200 feet.
Oh, that is excellent.
Wherever it goes, it will be taut between that, and it's a little noticeable, but it's silent as well.
Do you have any special name for this, or is it just magic rope?
It kind of laughs a little bit. No, I usually don't let it out into the general public, but this is a special exception. Why don't you come up with a name for it?
Oh, damn it. Ooh, I like that one. Phase line. Good call, Lar.
But as you're talking, and everyone can press a short rest if you want, he does sew together out of the phase spider silk this beautiful cloak. And as he kind of finishes, this should be useful, especially imagining the delving, and consider it payment for. I prefer actually my symbol of thanks to you.
Appreciated.
It's gorgeous. Thank you, Professor.
Indeed. And so he puts out the cloak of Arachnida.
I guess I'll carry it for now, and if someone else finds use of it, they're welcome to use it.
Yeah. Incidentally, you can attune at this very short rest.
Okay.
As well. We'll have to 1 more hour. All right, so that's Alar getting it?
Yeah.
All right, so over there is this second does have that soft glow.
It's only slightly sticky.
Yeah.
It sounds like a sensory nightmare.
During the short rest, Ars would use his sorceress restoration to regain his sorcery points.
All right.
And
So Matt, so the rope basically, so we have to put it, and then it drops down up to 200 feet.
Yeah, and then once it, so actually very specifically, it can go. It has to hit something within that 200 feet,
Okay.
and then becomes taut if it can't hit. So it's really like kind of like spiderweb that shoots out, and only functions correctly if it attaches to another
Okay.
surface. It goes
And
in a
I-
straight line.
did I hear that right? That it has to go down?
Yeah, it could go like diagonally down, but
Okay.
All right, but we can't send it like up.
correct.
So it's like dropping a fire pole for John's terminology.
Our pose zip line.
All right, so we'll call it a phase line. Jonathan, are you able to write something up for that?
I've got AFK. Sure.
Sorry, what happened?
Oh, I was
You
asking.
died.
Yeah.
Yeah, the connection at my mom's house isn't the best.
No, you're right.
Gotcha. That's if you could write up the phase line, which is 200 feet.
Oh, yeah.
That's to a surface.
And not knowing if we'll get the chance for another short rest, I will go ahead and arcane recovery while attuning.
Nice.
During my short rest, my first two, because I tend to roll like 2 at a time just in case to see how it goes. My first 2, I rolled a 2 and a 2. I healed 6 points from that roll.
Get the low rolls out of the way.
I was like, what? My next 2 were 2 7s.
Oof.
Much better.
Nice.
So Celica still needs healing.
I'm 42 out of 49, so I'm okay. I could roll another one, because I have 1 left. I have 2 left. 2 left, yeah.
We come up against
One more.
Grimshare, and every point's gonna matter. But you, I'd be happy to use healing hands on you if you want me to.
No, I have my own lay on hands pool, I think. Yeah, I still do.
Calder could do some healing before he takes a short rest.
Calder is such a tank. But
I mean, if we haven't taken the short rest yet, sure. But if I'm casting it at the end of the short rest, then my short rest restarts.
wait. Well, your lay on hands, Molly. It's a bonus action, right, in 2024 for paladins.
Yeah.
All right. So healing that would work better for your action economy. Healing hands is an action, so it'd be better if you used it here, and you could use lay on hands in a tight spot in combat. if you want to.
I'm nodding along. I'm also like zoning while looking at some of my rune stuff because I know I have that as well, and a majority of those are also.
Gotcha. So short resting gets you all your HP back, is what you were saying.
But yeah, I'm just gonna roll the last. Oh wow, it's a 2.
Matt, the phase line is rare.
Might be uncommon. I don't know.
It seems more of an uncommon. It's not too crazy.
Whatever you think, Jonathan. Literally made it up.
Okay.
He had to make it up because I stole it.
When I make when I make magic, I just, especially for NPCs, I don't put rarity because I'm like, this is what they have. This is the thing that they make. I don't care what rarity is.
How does the rope become detached again? Like,
It was a magic word, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Was it 9?
9.
Yeah.
9.
9 what?
9 is the answer? No.
It was a little tricky because it had to come up with all the words because Jonathan wanted it, or because Obi wanted it. I was like, oh, geez, now we got command words. And...
I feel like Obi's going to spend the rest of his time with this rope. 9 what? 9 feet? 9 more ropes?
Very cool. So, okay, so after all of that, there's still damage on Celicus.
Yeah, actually.
Okay.
It's
So the professor goes, "Are you allergic to troll?"
No, I don't think so.
And drink this.
Today we're gonna find out.
And hand you this. So it's not really a potion bottle so much as it's like this metal tin that seems to have been sealed shut, almost like through a canning process. And goes, get this. You don't really want it to be in the air for more than 12 seconds. So be ready.
Okay.
So do you down it?
Yep.
All right, so you open it up and get this pop, and a very putrid smell comes out as you allow it to go down. And it's very chunky. And bits of it tend to wiggle as though alive as they go on down. Tiny things. But then you look, and your wounds begin to mend themselves. As for the next 10 minutes, you will regain 5 HP a round.
After you spent all your hit die?
After I spent all my hit die.
It's delightful.
I rolled 3 2s. 3 2s.
Yeah. He's very much like, he was hoping you would be able to be like, you still look bad, but I feel bad now. And you're already blowing my robe. He's grateful. He also doesn't want to be bankrupt.
Yeah. I think in Celicus' head, all he's thinking is like, just think of it like pig jelly. Just think of it like pig jelly. Just think of it like pig jelly.
Why is that better?
Celicus is a dragonborn. This should be delightful.
Well, Matt described as the taste really being bad.
Yeah.
And the only thing I can think of that's chunky that is like pig jelly or like nata de coco.
But also said she was like, this is somewhat like a tea sipping with Pinky up Dragonborn. So. So at this, so go. Well, I feel better. I got to crack the neck a little bit. I look forward to whatever it is you find. I hope that your sword does you well. And they reach behind them, and you see a wooden door appear. And it kind of opens, and you can see their shop, and they walk in and shut the door and whoop, to the air.
I guess it's a good thing we weren't in the left passage when that happened.
Yeah, I wonder if he's been down there before, and just, or does it even affect him?
All right. I'm assuming we've come back at least enough to go down the proper tunnel now if we want to keep going.
To the room formerly full of mimics. Hopefully not still full of mimics. They tend to repopulate.
Yeah, and Xanatos, you could go first. Remember?
Wait, why am I going first?
You're the one who wanted to talk to Grimshale.
Yeah, but like Obi has the light shield. Like, can't see.
It's fine, guys. I'll go first.
But I cast light on my shield. Let's go.
Okay, so you're proceeding with a lighted shield. Very nice. I'm going into the dark here. And I'm going to do a group stealth check.
I've made sure in this time period to reset measure as my packed weapon, so I don't have to do it at the start of combat.
Molly, you can roll with a straight roll as I give you the blessing of the trickster.
Ours is going to use guidance on himself.
And just for the note's sake, when we went back through that central hallway, I would have put our dragon gaslighters on the center passageway before we went in.
We're doing great.
I'm taking this dice and I'm tossing it in the trash.
Okay.
12.
That just disappeared forever. Okay.
I totally forgot I used real dice on Thursday.
That's cocked. That's slightly. Well, that's a 7.
All right. So Celica's got what?
A natural one.
A natural one. Xanatos.
12, 1, 2.
Orion.
11.
Alaric. 7. Ours.
15.
Okay. Whisper.
5.
Then Calder.
9.
Oh, wow. This is bad.
Awesome. Yep. So as you push through here, the entire floor begins to wiggle. And what appears to be hundreds of tiny mouths begin to bite at your feet and tongues lash out. This will be ahead a dexterity saving throw as you get the heck out of the room.
You. Gross.
$21 for Xanatos.
22 for ours.
19.
14.
22.
17.
10.
Okay. Well. So the only one who fails totally is Calder. And I really roll on this damage, so you would take 10 slashing damage from the tongues and the bites. Everyone else will be taking 5. 10 on my 5d6.
Jeez.
So while they seem to detect you, you're able to push along very quickly, only feeding them and inhibiting their growth a little bit as you push on and through.
Gonna immediately recast False Life.
So now we make it to the second crossroads that had like the 5 hallways, and 2 of them had X's over the doors.
Yes.
And I think last time we were here, we saw there was like the remnants of a camp. And then when we moved on to the next room, we found like the bodies of that camp.
Yeah.
So I'm curious if there's any difference to this room as we pass through it.
The remnants pretty much are totally gone. Anything left has been taken. And what you do see is there's been a large stone rolled over the entrance to where you're going, or a road near it that simply says highly dangerous. And then it actually has this sigil of the League, a tower being held aloft by a hand. It says not recommended.
I guess it's because the adventurers keep trying to steal the things out of that room instead of leaving things behind.
Oh, you mean with the flesh-eating bugs?
Right, and the statues that can move.
Yeah, that tracks.
But Whisper figured it out and even got a present from one of them.
Yes.
Whisper is wiser than most of us.
We were passing through their domain. It's appropriate to show respect. And thank you for saying that, Calder.
Yeah, just stating the facts. Xanatos, by chance, can you sense where Grimshale is, by chance?
Wait.
Bond?
Is that a two-way street? If Xanatos tries to find out where Grimshale is, can Grimshale know where Xanatos
I'm not
is?
doing that. No, I have a plan. Like once we get to the spot, I know exactly how I want to talk to the group. So waiting until we get there.
What if Xanatos?
I just want like a minute heads up so I can like prep something.
Oh yeah, we're gonna prep hardcore before anything goes down.
Okay, cool.
I have a legit plan.
Well, hold on. Xanatos, what if you attune to my amulet of protection against divination and scrying? And then try to detect them?
Nope. Wait, I have a plan. Nope, I've had a long time to think about this. I know what we're gonna do.
Okay.
I like the confidence.
Can you enlighten us?
I'm saving the diamond for that guy.
Once we get to the spot, as I said, once we get to the spot, I will tell everyone the plan.
He does have a point. We have to get there first. There's still a few obstacles between there and where we are.
I whisper to my brother, do you think he's going to just sacrifice us to the dragon?
If it was me, absolutely.
Like, here, Grimshaw, I bring you these 6 offerings. And this cool chest.
You imagine the blessing he'll get from Grimshell for that?
God, all the ones we got on top of what he has.
You know. We'll just keep an eye on him. If he goes rogue, we take him out.
I mean, I trust him. It just that I've never heard him keep back a plan. He's usually
You know
pretty
what?
forward with them. Like,
Yeah. Maybe
that'd be funny though.
he's got it set and he doesn't want to mess with us saying it. And then you know how that works is sometimes we start with one plan and the next thing you know we got 8 different roads going all the wrong way. And
Got it. He's just trying to get a single file down the path.
that's right.
He's like, "This is what we're doing."
Well,
All right. So, remind me, what's the next path or obstacle?
Yeah.
Well, all this is going on. Whisper is going to gather 50 coins out of her pouch to be ready to set on the altar as they pass through.
Okay. Very nice. So yeah, going again through here. There is still more things that look like it's been taken from some unlucky adventurers that have been added to the collection. And a few more dried crimson stains revealed by the lighted shield. And Whisper, you give your gift, and the air here seems to acknowledge it. It's getting slightly warmer and welcoming as you are able to make your way through to the passages over the windy chasm.
I just had a quick question. Were the statues like back in the poses with their hands out?
Yes.
Okay. Wait,
Whisper,
what
do you think if I leave this and I hold up the poison popper, like that'll count as an offering? I don't think this thing's going to be very good against Grimshale.
But it could be excellent against other things.
I mean, I think anything that
Well,
is
blessings.
of value, they would consider an offering for passage.
Alaric seems like dismayed that I'm potentially giving up a tool instead of gold. I don't have that much gold.
Last time I was the only one who put gold in, we were good. So I think we're okay.
Okay, fair enough.
So, wait, during our downtime, I believe ours attempted to create a Bloodwell vial. Did he ever actually succeed?
Uh,
You needed like a lot more
needed
hours of
another
work
week.
for that, didn't you?
It was going to
I
take.
thought we had the hours. We had 10 days, right?
We had 1 week.
1 week.
Mhm. Yep.
yeah. Let me, just because I'm not sure, I want to go ahead and give it because 1 week is 10 days in Faerun. And I don't know. I'm just going to give it to you.
I think it. Okay.
Because
I'll
if I gave you a week of downtime and we're in Faerun, you could have done it. And that's
Yeah.
generally the default setting. And so I don't know what they meant to write there.
Well, they didn't say. They don't actually say weeks. They say 10 days,
Right.
which we've been figuring is 2 weeks.
Well, they use 10 days, literally one word in Faerun. So it's kind of like a rules as written versus a rules as intended thing, I think
Correct.
is
Okay.
what
Okay.
he's getting at.
Oh, good. That's only 3, so we'll give it to you for this time.
I already put in all like the gold and stuff into it, so
Yeah. But yeah, I think originally we had said it would take a little bit, but I think why not?
awesome.
Either it'll help you or we'll all die. So it'd be great. Let's replay Grimshaw better. So everyone give me perception checks, please.
And can we say that he would have attuned to it during
Yep.
their short rest?
I don't see shit. 6.
Me too.
12. Maybe I see something.
14.
13.
10.
I think that was Orion with a 14 was the highest.
Orion with 14 is very high.
Yep.
Very good. All right. Then I think in this case,
I missed the giant dragon standing right next to us.
as you come out, you look over the windy chasm and the thin lines of rock that connect between here and I guess we should say that you look at what was there as all the lines have been destroyed. The pathways knocked down. And only a windy chasm is before you.
I don't know if it matters or not, but ours got a 21 on his perception check.
Okay.
I missed that. I didn't hear it.
It was the last one rolled.
Yeah.
Then ours, you can see within some of the rubble here, there is a kobold that is hiding with hands on a little sheathed dagger.
Ours would then like whisper over to like Calder and say, "Hey, there's a kobold with a dagger. I think it's waiting to jump us or something."
What are you telling me for? I don't speak Draconic.
Well,
Tell Celicus or Xanatos.
okay, fine. And he does
Unless
so.
you speak Draconic. Did you learn during our break?
No. Can't learn a whole language in a week. That's
Hey,
a
I don't
lot.
know. You're made of magic. I don't know what
Yeah,
you can and can't do.
true. I am
Excuse
pretty-
me for, thinking that you have cool abilities.
We all have cool abilities, though. And learning new stuff is, I think, Alaric's thing. He seems to be a lot better at that. And so, ours would go over to Xanatos to Celicus and say, "Hey, there's a kobold hiding. It's got a dagger. I don't know if it sees us or not, but I think it might be waiting to, stab us like they do."
Where are Sid and Sud, or Sad, whatever two are left?
Sod and Sod.
Sod and Sud. Are they with us, or
Did you
are
bring
they
them
still in
with
the trunk?
I don't think they ever got back in that trunk.
Yeah, we didn't try
No,
to
they're
put them
not
on
in
board.
Sammy.
They were supposed to be with us. So.
Yeah, so they're with you.
Okay. Xandas will look over at them and say, do you know that one over there?
They look. Sauce, is that you? And see this little kobold come out. They go, oh, since that, are these them? Are these the gaslighters? The very same. Oh, good. I was been waiting. We are ready as you have instructed us. With Operation Sid said. They bow.
All right, what's your name? Sauce? Wait,
Sus.
Sus. Okay. Get just mouths. Okay.
Loyal and unsuspicious at your service.
Can I make a perception check to see if it's lying?
Inside.
Insight, yeah, go ahead.
Insight, yeah. Sorry. It's a nat one. Most
Art-
obvious kobold I've ever met.
Can I roll?
Sure.
Cool. I'm gonna use guidance too. No, I see that. So I'm not gonna do that. That's a 14.
Okay. So this was pretty good. Um, yeah. And so with that, they bow. And they go, is today the day of reckoning, Archibushin?
Yes, it is.
Sus, I don't know what it is about you, but I trust you 100%. And I feel like I can level with you. Yes, today's the day.
Very good. They yell, today's the day!
Okay, Sus, like, I love enthusiasm, but we gotta keep it down for a little bit.
Oh. And you start to hear rumbling and a bit of rocks falling, and then out of small little tunnels, you see various kobolds pull out their head, and they crawl down the windy chasm and grab onto each other and begin leaping down, and they make a kobold rope bridge of kobolds, and they hold together. And you see the chasm itself making them go up and down. So go steady us. We have practiced. We're almost certain we can take your weight.
There's so many.
Operation Sid said, this is good, Sid said. We have been planning. We brought you bridge of our loyalty.
I mean, I'm gonna go before their strength gives, because they're just holding on for dear life here.
Yeah, Alark's going for it.
Same. And as
Same.
I'm going across, I'm just asking Celicus quietly, I thought Sid and Sad died. I thought we had, like, the vowels, and, like, only Sod and Sud lived. Are there just multiples of them with the same name? As I'm going across.
From what I gather, most kobolds are laid in a multiple of clutch, and theoretically, a dragon could hatch all of them at once. So perhaps.
Wait, so you're saying entire clutches just get the same name?
I mean, I think it's up to whoever like laid the eggs, obviously, and if they were cruel enough, they could probably just name them by number or whatever, adjective strikes their fancy.
Well, maybe it's going alphabetical, and the next ones are Tid, Tad, Tud, Tuss, and because they're on S, it'll be T next. So
Is it possible they name the operation on behalf of those that have already fallen?
That could be it too. That could be it. As a way to honor their memory.
They may have also just forgot their names.
Celicus kind of gives this like
I hope their head when
shrug.
they said operation. It's not pick that up.
Yep.
Okay. So, yeah, I will also join across the Cobalt Bridge.
Whatever it is, I appreciate them.
Ours is going to.
Yep, I trust Sus, so Xantos is definitely going.
All right. So let's see here. It was ours, then Xantos. Ours is you're going across. Two of the kobolds let go of each other. As now it's the line kind of goes straight up. I need a strength save to grab onto the rope to them so you are not flung.
Ah, yes, strength saves. The best possible saves for ours to make. All right, let's go. Oh, that is a 15.
Very good. With that, you're able to grab a hold, and given the fact that you then lengthen and provide a good amount of weight, they're able to reconstitute themselves as you make your way across safely. And then Xanatos, they break again for you.
Stupid sus. Okay. Good thing I have a good strength. Come on. Yeah, 19 plus 8, 22.
Very good. Last ditch, you're able to reconstitute the line, grabbing both of the halves together, get them back, then you climb across their bodies.
Once Xanos gets to the other side, he'll like look at it. All right, this isn't a stable bridge, so if you guys, maybe you don't want to go across this. Like maybe toss it. We could toss rope or something to like help reinforce this, because this was not stable for us. For Golden Boy,
it was super solid.
For the very big heavy person, it's not gonna work.
Xanatos, you're not fat.
No, but I am wearing
Don't
real
say
heavy
stuff
armor.
like that.
I have heavy armor. I have a great axe. I have a great sword. There's a lot of stuff on me, and so just beware.
All right, so new Alar got across. I think Whisper went right away, right?
Whisper was towards the end of the group. Yeah.
Okay.
I
Towards
said
the
I
end.
would go last. Yeah.
Okay. And Orion went? Or
Yep.
was it Calder? Both.
No, we both went.
Yeah, that makes sense. So Celicus and Whisper are left?
Yep.
Yep.
What do you want to do?
Well, I said I would cross it, so
Yeah, that's just you got to see what was happening, so only one person was going to cross this at a time, so
yeah. I mean, I don't know that we really have another choice. I'll just be ready to face step if something bad happens.
okay. So who's going first, Celicus or Whisper?
I'll
Because you're
go.
wearing armor, right? Heavy
Yeah.
armor. Maybe you should go next.
Okay, I'll go.
All right, Celicus, they go, oh, we hold for that related to the great ones. And they try to hold very sturdy, but there, after all of this, all their sweat has made their scales a bit slippery, and they just depart again. I need a strength save, Celicus.
Come again for Big Fudge? You said their sweat made their scales slippery?
Yep.
Reptiles sweat now?
Kobolds do.
Kobolds do.
When they're anxious, it's a 12.
12. All right, with that, you feel your grip slipping off as the wind blows. Anyone doing anything?
How far away is Celicus?
Right now, about 30 feet.
Okay, I will featherfall Celicus so that maybe they can get their wings out after they fall 60 feet.
I can't. I already used that today.
Or not.
Shoot.
Guess you'll die.
Well-
No.
You won't die, presumably. You'll just be at the bottom.
Obi, can you lash the phase line to Celicus?
I mean, I guess I mean, if I go and release the phase line and it shoots across,
Phase line goes
well,
to objects, yeah, and it would go down. But it's more of an action, so they're way at this point. So they would so I guess his feather falling, but the wind's pushing them down too. But it's keeping them. They begin falling into the dark chasm.
Can you
I'm not
see if the
mistaken,
phase
I-
Oh,
line
I
gets
thought
to
the
the
wind
bottom?
pushed up.
It changed directions at different times.
Oh, okay.
So if Celicus is going down, how far are we from Celicus, like, jumping out?
So right now you'd be Celicus in one turn is 60 feet down.
Oof.
Maybe angle the rope like diagonally.
Okay.
Could try
see-
that.
Yeah, so if I send the rope down diagonally toward the opposing wall, that
You
On the
would
opposite
know
side.
that Celicus has dark vision too, so
Yeah. So you put the coin down, you say the words, and whoom, the light shoots out, and Celicus you're able to grab. And what is your intelligence score?
a 0,
Your score, not your modifier.
11.
Okay.
I was like, if your intelligence is 0, you've been dead.
All right. So then, of course, of almost a minute, they're able to levitate along the rope, back up.
all right. I'm gonna leave that rope out there just in case something happens with Whisper.
Whisper, you know what the big deal is? They're strong kobolds. You cross perfectly. They finally get their act together. They've kind of incorporated their claws into each other's clothes. Like, we got this time.
Some of Whisper's tightrope walking that she learned. So she's just putting just enough pressure to keep herself standing without putting too much weight on the kobolds. I think is really what happens.
Go. Captains, we report above a 60% success rate for operation. Like, this is great. It only tested at 20.
When I was preparing my mind for this game, Cobalt Bridge was not something I prepared myself for. So congratulations, Matt. I love how you can think of things that just would never expect.
All right.
All right. They go up to Obi here as they go. All right. Throughout, once we make the move, we have prepared instruments of praise and grandeur to keep your spirits up as you face the shadowy demise themselves.
And I will so excited for them. I'm going around and giving them all blessings. And not one of them is a real blessing, but I am just putting my hand on each of their heads, and I'm just saying just different random words I've heard Alaric say and spells that I have no idea what those mean. And I'm just like giving them a tap.
Perfect.
You better be careful with that. You're gonna end up with an Aragon situation.
Never met him. All right. Are we all ready to keep going?
I am.
Oh, actually, I'll look to Sus. Do you guys know where Grimshill is right now?
No. They have not returned to their lair. We think they may have made a new one. But we don't know where. They've been killing all kobolds on sight.
Well, we're gonna end that today.
Oh, they smile. Yes.
All right. Get your instruments ready.
Oh,
keep them quiet for right now, please. And we're gonna keep following in.
Yeah, don't make any noise.
Before we continue ahead, do any of you fine warriors have any suitable rocks for my sling that I could use to bring down the dark dragon?
Ground. Look at floor. Pick up rocks.
Yep. I'm gonna point down.
Okay. One question.
You realize you're the closest of us to the floor to see them, right?
If you keep talking, that'll be you.
What are you gonna
And
take my
then-
knees out?
That one didn't get their nap.
Ours, like, shakes his head, starts picking up rocks and putting them in a small pouch. And then he speaks up again and he says, I still have some of that special ammunition that we got from her lair. I think we go into this really prepared. We stand a real chance.
Well, I think that chasm was the last big obstacle between us and Grimshale's domain.
I think you're right.
All right, so here's the plan now. So everyone, shut up and just listen, process, and then ask questions. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go out into a big opening where I can call Grimshale. While that has happened, you need to go to spots where I don't know where you're going to be. Don't tell me beforehand in case things go wrong. I'm going to cast Truth on me in a sphere, so when Grimshale comes, hopefully I can have an honest conversation with him. Because I need
zone,
to know,
so to speak?
Yes. And so I need to know what their intentions are with Draconia. If their intention is to destroy Draconia, then I will fight for Draconia. But if they're doing something different, I need to hear them out. If I understand that it is not, if you see that Grimshale is going to attack or try to kill me, please come to my aid. I do not want to die today. If I say it is time, then that means I know the conversation is dead and that we have to fight Grimshale. Now, what are your questions? Because I know we're going to have a whole bunch of discussion here.
What if you decide that you like what Grimshale is doing, but we still don't?
Then I'm going to advocate for us because you are my group. We are the Dragon Gaslighters. I'm not betraying you.
Ours will roll insight on that.
That sounds like something Sus would say. I believe you.
Can I roll insight? I
Um,
mean, in real life, I believe, obviously, and ours would.
I mean, you can roll whatever you want, and when I do this type of stuff, if you want dice to help you decide whether or not you believe your character believes, that's fine. But I also, with interplayer stuff, I don't like the dice so much. So, but if you want to use it, that's your choice.
I think it helps with the role playing, in my opinion.
Then go ahead.
That's a 24 insight.
Yes, everything I've said is true.
Okay.
If that helps.
Now
Ours
you just have to gauge as yourself if Mikey is lying.
No. There's no lying.
I completely believe. Obviously.
I mean, I'm in on this plan. I like it.
I'm just worried that we're not going to be able to hide from her meaningfully. That's
That's
what
why.
concerns me.
That is a very valid concern. That is why I'm going to wait, give you guys about 5 minutes, because I can't see you. Because if the Grimjaw asks where you guys are, I want to be able to say honestly, I don't know. So I don't want to say where you guys are.
Well, my thought is that if we're that far away that she can't tell that we're there, then we might be too far away to intercede on your behalf if she decides to eat you or something.
Throwing out ideas. What if we hide above the place where you're having this?
Don't tell me. Don't tell me. If you could say the idea, but don't confirm it. Wait until I'm gone. I don't want to give you guys away if Grimshall asks where you guys are.
Got it. I will send out messages to everyone but Xanatos to have this conversation. So we'll just keep with the conversation, and Xanatos doesn't know any of it.
Cool.
Okay, what if...
Black Fable, this is all because I don't trust Matt, so...
At least he's honest. That one
okay,
I don't got to roll insight on Mikey for.
What if I use rope trick? We hide up in the essence. We know that at least is possible to hide from Grimshale that way. It was successful in the past. We hide up above it, and if those of us capable of seeing what happens in the darkness determine, oh, this has gone poorly, then we drop down onto them, and that...
Can I suggest a 9-foot rope?
Well, I don't think Grimshale will... Well, I haven't seen Grimshale, but I don't think Grimshale will fit beneath a 9-foot rope. I mean,
because remember, most of us aren't particularly good at climbing, but like 9 feet still like a safe distance to drop from.
Well, I mean, I'm capable of dropping all of us safely.
Yeah, but we all don't fit out of the portal, like the hole in one go.
Well, only one person has to be falling for me to cast it, but I can cast it on multiple people as one person is falling, I believe.
Okay.
I'll double check that real quick. I'm pretty sure that works.
Yeah, but I think if they're not falling, the spell would just immediately end on them.
Oh, does it? Okay.
But is it concentration?
No, it's just my reaction.
No,
rope trick.
Oh, rope trick.
I don't believe so.
I don't think so, because it's what lasts an hour during the short rest.
Yeah.
There you go. Which I think
last time we just timed it so that way.
Yeah.
It would end and then you would cast.
That's true.
But if we're all in there, only like one of us can get out at a time. And then we'd have to climb down. That's why I suggested a shorter rope. That way we can all just drop down safely.
I think there's also the problem of it bunches us together.
Yeah.
I think we should attack from different areas.
I agree with you.
If we also do it in the city, that means we can spread out but have a circled area. And then the kobolds who can't come in that rope trick can also be in a place to help us as well. Because I'd hate to have the kobolds out there and then Xanatos goes there and all of a sudden Grimshale decides to make this a feeding frenzy and eat the kobolds and then get upset at Xanatos.
So you guys remember whenever we hid from her the first time using Alaric's rope trick, there was all those eggs and stuff, and one of them she hatched and we had to incapacitate it. What if there's a small army of those things accompanying her?
Then we're truly in for a battle.
I mean, we're going to have to deal with this one way or another. We just have to go into it knowing there could be more tiny Grimshales.
Do you think the kobold should be informed of that?
Well, they might know. They have been here.
Yeah, but what if they don't? And they got jumped?
To clarify, are the kobolds joining? I know they talked about bringing in instruments to aid us, but I didn't think they were actually going to be doing any fighting.
And, correct.
Oh, okay. I thought they were actually fighting with us.
Well, their fighting is going to be what they're doing.
Support.
They're giving us
They're
Basically
barding.
going to be Bard aiding us.
They're going to be 3.5 Bard aiding us. They're just going to have their strong auras going.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to be playing our theme song while we fight Grimshell. Well,
I'm good with spreading out, finding places, and okay. Is there like a signal word that you've decided? Okay, this conversation is over. You're ready for us to go.
Yeah, so okay, so we're not talking about where everyone is. So yeah, so when I say it is time, that's those specific 3 words in that order, then that means we're go. And if remember, Grimshell might bring what we saw hatched when we're hiding from her. So there might be more than Grimshell there. So keep that in mind.
true. All right. I'm thinking I'm probably going to try and find somewhere higher up on top of one of these buildings or something, if it's possible to get up there. So I have a kind of vantage point.
Well, if this is the case, then maybe we should move in and see what we have for the layout before we just sit here and let's go actually see where we're at in the city.
I agree. I want us
So-
to try and
All right,
find every-
Thanatos. We're going to head in. If you hear us screaming, know that the conversation is broken down before you've had a chance to speak with Grimshell.
All right, I'll give you guys like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and then I'll come in and do the thing.
10 minutes. Let's go.
Yep. Start counting.
Attempt to move stealthily into the city, I suppose.
Yep.
Good luck, Thanatos.
Okay. All right. So, in that case, given everything that y'all wanted to do, where do you want to be?
right.
Do those pillars go all the way to the ceiling?
They do.
And are
So there's not really tops of pillars, but the pillars would be 150 feet.
okay.
Oh,
You can't be on top of them because they.
Gotcha.
Yes.
ours would go up, would try and climb and scale one of the rocks. Like that one that's behind that little second piece of ruins with the window.
Right here.
Yep. Exactly. You read my mind. And he would bring out the dragon's lair sling. So you'd hide over there.
There's an overhead too, Matt.
Ooh.
Whoa! Hello.
Everything okay?
Yeah. So sometimes I preview music and it's very loud in my headphones, and art department's headphones are just copies of mine, not hearing what you all hear. So I always forget that sometimes. So she'll hear a loud thing that you guys don't hear.
The square's 5 feet.
If I could be
Yes,
hiding left and up, like north of that center column of on the upper side.
This one?
The one to your right. Just one column to your right. Yeah, that. Just
You and I are looking at two
behind
different
that.
things.
But you know.
I have no idea what you just said.
Yeah, you're already just breaking it.
Art department, if the blue coat could, I'm gonna go opposite side of the map from the other two, and there's like that curved terrain right next to, yep, right in there. I'm gonna sneak in there.
All right. The northwest pillar. I would like to be 70 feet up and on the side of that pillar.
This one?
On the other side, the left. Sorry, one more over to the left.
Which way's fucking left for you guys? I'm so confused.
Oh no.
Is it stage left? Stage right.
This one?
Some object that is easily.
There's that big flat piece.
Yeah.
Up
That's
the
called the
top,
map.
at the yeah,
I think
This
it's talking about the big flat piece of stone.
yeah, and then to the right, yes, that one. I would like to be 70 feet up the side of that pillar. Thank you.
I would like to be all the way down from where Alaric is, at the bottom by the rubble.
You want me on this side or back here?
No, map wise, of all the way.
Oh, down here.
No,
Down this way from him?
yes, perpendicular with Alaric and Blue Coat. But behind the rubble.
Behind the rubble.
And I was thinking for the kobolds, just south of Golden Boy for art department to make it easier. That cornered piece of the house that looks like it's been flipped over.
This one?
Yep, putting the kobolds that are aiding us. They can. I would figure they'd be behind it, and then they'll come out when it's time to start
How
their
many
music.
kobolds am I putting out, Matt?
15 will do.
Oh my gosh.
4,
Well, they're tiny, so they fit.
6. Oh, that's 3 in a coat. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. No one see it. Oops, sorry. All right.
So, Whisper would like to go back towards the big flat rock,
Mm-hmm.
the one pillar that nobody is currently standing on or attached to. Looks
Uh-huh.
like there's a little like crack or corner there between the flat rock and the pillar.
Yeah,
She-
right in here.
Yep.
Yep. I'll get you in there.
Thank you, art department.
No problem. Now, where's Sammy? Where's Sammy?
He's not usually included in combat.
I don't look at him.
He's
Got little feet
terrifying.
and everything. Look at all his little feet.
You know what? You know what?
Oh,
Sammy,
jeez.
Sammy can go behind the other rock near Blue Coat, over opposite the kobolds. Yeah, right there. Sammy can hide back there.
Leave me alone. I made Sammy. I
Put
had-
those dogs away.
Is Hockey on the board? I don't remember what Hawk's name is.
Let's fuck.
Yes. We'll kind of right near. We'll be perched on Alaric's shoulder for now. So right near Alaric.
For now, I'm just sticking him right there. There. All right. Carry on.
Is that everyone?
That's everybody. Because Xanatos is going to walk in and be like, "Hi, I'm Xanatos."
Yep, spot on. Is that everyone?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is. Okay, cool.
No, I lied to you. It's not everybody. Yes, it's everybody.
Sorry, I was just so amazed by the detail that you did art department on all the figurines. I forgot to count. So I apologize.
Don't suck up to me. I have no control over whether this thing kills you.
Very true. I still appreciate you anyway.
Map was totally worth the wait.
Do you like your dragon pillars? They don't show up real good. Hold up. Let me give it a shot. They're dragon pillars.
Ooh.
Nice.
Oh, I'm gonna be real sad if they come alive.
If they do, it's not my fault, Matt. Just tells me what to build and I build it.
All she gets is the list. That's what everything does. All right. So you take some minutes and you try to hear, and as you do, you feel the marks on your hands just sort of itch slightly. You feel you are in the spaces once more. I guess Xanatos. Well, I will say this before Xanatos does this. Is there any beforehand actions that anyone's doing?
Everybody's got their nature on.
I'm casting my summon Fae, and it's going to be chilling next to me. Mirthful, I believe, is the one I need.
I don't know what that means.
You can just put a little guy next to me. Dealer's choice.
Okay,
It has a flying speed.
Oh, I was gonna put a copy of. Oh, here's a little fairy. I'll give you a little fairy.
Fuming.
Well, I don't care. I'm still giving you a fairy.
No. I'm saying the mode that I'm picking.
I know. I don't care. Here's your fairy.
An angry fairy.
Rawr.
All right. So this will last an hour. Hopefully, Xanatos and Grimshaw aren't yappers.
Okay.
Matt,
Anything else?
I'm good to go.
Good to
Ready.
go.
they're ready to die, Matt. I mean, they're ready to fight, Matt.
Yep.
Ready to die. Watch out, Purple Room is coming for you. Okay, nope. All right, then. How do you proceed, Xanatos?
So Xanatos will go to like at the exact like T, like where the path. Yep. And then looking down, like just not trying to look anywhere, not trying to see if we can find people. And then he's gonna make sure he's gonna take his dragon greatsword and he's gonna rest it in front of him, but not quite wielding it, but it's like ready to be wielded. He's gonna take a deep breath, knowing that this is something that's gonna be very intense or very good. And he knows that 90% of it's gonna go in one direction, but he's not gonna make the same mistake before that he did in his past life and not give a chance. And then he's gonna use his Grimshaw feat, which will possibly be the last time. And usually when he's called Grimshaw, he's yelled, but this time he's just going to say, just clearly in a monotone voice, Grimshaw, but have it use that bonus action where it's 300 feet away, where it's still loud, as if to summon Grimshaw.
Absolutely. As you let it out. And The kobolds here aren't very effective at hiding. There's so many of them. But you can hear a voice back. Xanatos. It echoes. And after about a minute, darkness rises from the ground and envelops Xanatos. And then, did we give you the ability to see Xanatos? I'm trying to remember.
I don't believe so. I think I was still in the dark.
Yeah, not through the magical darkness.
Yeah.
On the upper board now, Matt, I put a little code in for the directions when you do the overhead.
Okay. So
I'm not putting it out because you don't see anything.
yeah. And you feel the rancid and most chemical breath of the huge creature in front of you. You and your thieves have been dishonest.
I understand why you will say that. And for us to have an honest discussion, I propose this. And I cast Zone of Truth, and what it says here is that until the spell ends, a creature that enters the spell's aura, which is 15-foot radius, for the first time on a turn or starts turn there, makes a charisma saving throw. On a failed save, a creature can't speak a deliberate lie while in the radius. I know whether a creature succeeds or fails, and the affected creature is aware of the spell. So Grimshell would know that I'm doing what I'm doing.
Correct. All right, what's your DC?
It is charisma. If I can find it, 16.
Okay. Comes out, and you sense that
They can also willingly accept the spell as well.
Yeah, Grimshell seems to accept the spell.
Okay, cool. All right. First hurdle then. Okay. Grimshell, you asked us to grab this gem. You have called us thieves, but I believe you have not been truly forthcoming. My question to you, as you can see, I have not renounced you, and I still have your gifts. My question is, what is your intent of this crystal?
I wish to see it out of this domain.
And why do you seek it out of your domain?
It is a virus, an infestation, churning my children against me, and even those who swear loyalty.
How would this be beneficial to you if the crystal was gone?
Then there would be no more subversive presence stealing my hard birth once, or corruptings of the minds of ones like you and your gaslighters.
Xanatos, while you're reflecting on this, and he kind of understands what is going on. He's understanding what Grimshell's saying.
Sure.
Say, and what are your future plans? Once this crystal is gone, what does that mean for you and your domain? Is your domain going to grow, or is it going to stay?
I only wish this space. The ruins bring all the resource I need, and what's below. I will claim Draconia.
Well, that's what I needed. Okay. And my final question for you, Grimshell, is why is Draconia not worth your time?
I don't think I understand that question.
Oh, so why is it that they want to make Draconia in their image rather than what it was?
Oh, gotcha. Draconia fell, embedded in rock and earth. It has lost all right to exist. It has become mine. Earth is mine. Rock is mine. I have watched over it these many decades, and now I seek to watch over it for centuries. As it decays and becomes rock, meaningless once more.
I understand. Grimshell, will you allow me to see you so that I may truly understand your great presence as a current favorite servant of yours?
Give me a persuasion check.
Heck yeah, and I still have advantage. All right. That's a nat 20.
Did I put
And
him
it's
on the
cool.
board?
It's cool because it's a dragon eye instead of a 20.
You feel light piercing back into the room as the horrible visage of Grey Grimshale is revealed.
You're so pretty.
Tentacles waving in the air, feeling. You realizing that some of them even touch you.
His little legs.
Aww. Alright. So after seeing Grimshell appear, Sanders look and say, I'm glad that I can see you and you can see me, and that way we are on even footing. I've understood how people have worked for many years as a paladin. You have come to Draconia and have seen this wreckage, but yet you have chosen to do nothing except hoard it. You have chosen not to save it, not to improve it. You are just trying to keep everything for yourself, and you only help others when it benefits you. I was once a great paladin, but I've become a monster. And it seems that only a monster can take down a monster. It is time.
The darkness goes back up
I mean, yeah.
because they don't need an action for it.
Dang it. I was hoping like maybe I would just like maybe give it advantage to measure, but all right.
I know. We are, as stated, we are going full against this. I will allow, though. I mean, make your stealth checks, everybody. I guess.
Should be an advantage with all the noise the kobolds are making. I'm just saying.
I'm going to use my recap info.
Got it.
Probably a good plan.
21.
So I saw 23 is the highest. Any higher than 23? Okay. Everyone fails.
Dang.
Yeah, good feeling.
Guys, remember they have like super blind sight or possibly even tremor sense. It's a cave dragon.
Yeah. So
I'm
then
not on the ground.
Well, I tried. I thought it was.
You're connected to ground.
yeah, it was good. So we'll go ahead and give this is regular initiative.
Whoo, that's pretty good.
Yes.
Let's go.
I'm not mad about that.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna say. Yeah, what did you get, ours?
A 12.
Okay. Cool. Then I got everybody else's. So incidentally, I had to make a little bit of assumption. Technically, the darkness aura is not up just yet. Carlder does get their turn.
Oh.
And then it would go up immediately after, because they go immediately after Calder.
Good roll, Calder.
Anticipate that high of initiative.
I had to roll well at something eventually.
All right. So at this auspicious, the kobolds begin. So as they do, this effect is going to suppress their frightful presence.
Oh,
Hell
nice.
yeah.
So that
Nice.
is what all your kobold work is going to do for you.
That's solid.
That's so good.
So Calder, let's go.
All right. Do I have... I have 30 feet of movement. Can I get into... Is this creature flankable, do I think, with Xanatos?
No, unfortunately.
No, okay. So then I will just get within 5 feet and take an attack with measure. 22.
That hits by more than one.
Oh.
Wait, by only
By
only by
more than
one? Or?
No,
Oh.
I'll just say this.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
Sorry. I didn't mean to.
All right, so that's going to be 10. they like darkness and whatnot. I'm gonna go radiant damage.
Yeah.
10 radiant.
For the and imbue whatever the disabling effect is. I don't know how the professor made that look, if it's gonna just like course through them like a venom, or if it's just gonna be like a force field that shows up around them. I don't know the professor well enough to know what his spell effect would make that look like.
Absolutely.
And-
For this, you take it, and as it pierces, there is, with your radiant light, it does course through, and you almost see this slight, like on its scales of mud, like almost like bits of darkness clinging as it just obliterates every shred. And you kind of instinctively know from this effect that this is good for 1 minute.
All right. I shut it down for 1 minute, guys. We gotta get this done as I make my second swing. 20.
That hits.
Does a measure grow or change at all?
No.
That's gonna be another 11 radiant damage. And then I will... I haven't used a bonus action, so I'm gonna actually just cast... I'm gonna Misty Step, or I'm gonna Face Step back to my Summon Fae, doing the temp HP one to give it some temp HP.
All right.
So
Sounds good.
yeah, I'm trying to find. I'm on my iPad, so it's messing me up. So it'll get 1d10 temp HP. Let me roll that really quick. My iPad is not responding well. 7, okay. And so it'll have 7 temp HP, and then it's got 30 feet of fly speed. Will fly up to Grimshale and do a Fey Blade, which is just my spell. Okay, bonus equal to my spell attack modifier. So, and then it's 2d6 plus 3 plus, or so 2d6 plus 6. So let's see. Let me just
That's
do
your
a spell
familiar?
damage. The Summon Fey.
So okay, so that's coming within 5 feet to do this.
Yes, it
Okay.
has to.
Awesome. Okay, as it does, they move quickly and flare their spikes at it. I need a dex save from that creature.
All right. Plus 3. 6 total.
Okay, so that would be 16 piercing damage as the spikes come out, and it cannot get close enough. It prevents them from moving into melee.
Well, fuck. Well, that's its turn then. And mine. So I am safe, and the thing is within 10 feet of it.
Okay. Very good. Then sees Xanatos here.
Nom 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 nom. It
Yeah.
technically doesn't see him, but yes.
Well, yes, senses. Comes down with a bite. Very low roll, 18 to hit.
It does hit. And then I'm gonna use one of my Draconic Ward to get resistance to damage for 1 turn.
Is it all damage or specific?
All damage. All damage for 1 turn.
Nice. So that is 19 piercing and 8 poison coming at you.
This final rebuff of their
All right, and then so you have that, right?
Have what?
Have the damage.
Oh,
Because I'm giving you the raw
Oh.
damage.
Oh, okay. Oh, heck yeah. Oh, sweet. I thought that was halved. Ooh, thank God. Okay.
No,
All
that would
right.
have been 13 total otherwise.
Cool.
All right. Yeah, I'll just have it for you going forward. It's easy enough. All right. Then coming down to the claw, coming down, one of its, like, a bunch of its legs coming down, scratching you for 25 to hit.
25 does hit,
That
and
is- What?
I'll use. Oh yeah, this is still its turn, right?
So it's
Okay,
turn.
cool. Cool, got it. Okay,
So that's 8 damage after the halving.
okay, thank you.
So you take the 8, and it does it again here with the 23 to hit.
Yep.
And that is 6 damage after the halving.
Cool.
And it's going to go ahead and you see it now, like the ground almost parts for it, like part of its will. It almost melts into the ground. So it is in the ground currently. And then we go to Whisper.
Was way down there. There she is.
Cool. Since she can't see the target, Whisper is going to knock one of the arrows of slaying and hold her action until she sees Grimshale. And then we'll fire when she does.
Got it. Alaric.
Oof. Did Grim? Is there a hole in the ground?
No.
Where- Neat.
Earthblood, baby.
Just checking. All right, I'm holding a firebolt for when I see Grimshale if they're within range.
You got it.
That's my turn.
Orion.
I thought ours was before me.
No, I didn't finish because we had to.
Oh,
I
okay.
only got halfway through my thing, unfortunately. Sorry.
All right. Would I be able to do the help action for Whisper
It is now accurate.
if I? Huh?
Now it's accurate.
Oh, would I be able to do the help action for Whisper by running out and more or less just basically start like shoving and pushing like some of the boulders that I can in the area around to like draw attention to where I'm hoping to get Grimshell to pop out?
So the help action would be if you get within 5 feet of Grimshale.
Right. So my idea is that, like the boulders and stuff, I'm going to go out and just start pushing them to draw that attention to get Grimshell to pop out of the ground there, so that I can kind of have that lined up for Whisper to let loose the arrow.
Yeah, I get what you're trying to do. Sounds like a plan. I will need a deception check.
Absolutely. 14.
14, very good.
So I will say I'm going to come out from cover and behind Xanatos, like on the walkway where those rocks. I'm just going to be out there, and I think that puts a good line of sight for Whisper.
Yep.
Okay. And that's what I'm doing, is I'm basically just pushing the rubble all around, and I'm just trying to make it, hopefully, to trick Grimshell to pop out.
Sounds good. Celicus.
Celicus is going to use his giant's might. I'm going to become a large creature. I have advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. I'll be able to do extra damage. And then I'm going to ready an action. If they are within range, because I'm not going to waste it, with my Dragon Slayer sling loaded with my Dragon Slayer bullet. I'm loaded with this thing. If Grimshill comes up is within range, I'm going to thwack it.
No.
But only if she's in range.
Within long range.
Yeah.
Okay.
As long as I have her within range.
Perfect. All right, holding it up, and then ours.
So, seeing that Grimshale has gone underneath the ground and left no opening in its inner wake, ours is going to take this moment to try and essentially draw on as much of this power as he can in anticipation of her coming out again and us having to continue to fight. So he draws deep on his inner light and causes the two large swan-like wings to burst from his back as he activates his Radiant Soul.
Nice.
And his innate magic as a bonus action.
Okay.
So he just starts lighting up like the sun.
Nice. Hiding bright in the dark.
And that's his turn.
Xanatos.
Alright, I'm going to use my bonus action to do Lay on Hands and heal me for 20 hit points to get me back to full health. And then basically I'm just going to yell and like try to goad like Grimshell back. Like, Grimshell, you coward! Stop hiding! Accept your fate! Try to get them back up.
Got it. Calder. All right. So was that your action?
That's me.
Sorry, Mike. Were you using your action for that, or did you use your action for something else?
If using that as an action would actually do something, yes. If not, then just like what everyone else is saying, just prepare an action. Like hold it.
I mean, if you want to use an action, then we could do intimidation check.
Okay, cool. And I will do that. That is a dirty 20.
Okay. All right, then Calder, go ahead.
Okay. They have not shown themselves, so I'm going to pull out my Dragon Slayer sling, bonus action to make it my packed weapon for right now, and be prepared to attack or hold the attack action with a dragon sling or a sling of the bullet. The bullet of sling.
Got it.
The sling bullet of sling. So I'll hold my action for when they reappear, and same for the summon Fae, if it's within range and they're able to attack. So, because, otherwise it's just going to take the dodge action. So it'll just hold the attack action. It's Fey Blade.
Perfect.
For if they're within range. That's my turn.
All right. Fine art department.
Yes.
So Grimshale knows precisely what everyone is doing and their precise positioning.
Rude.
Let's give you this. But they ideally want to come up to be right behind Whisper, in a spot that gives them the most cover from everyone holding these actions.
Who doesn't want to get hit by more or less? Celicus or Eldritch?
Let's see here. You said Celicus or Alaric?
Alaric, Eldritch.
They would rather get hit by Alaric than Celicus.
Okay, then it's gonna come over this side.
Where is Whisper? I'm not even sure.
I'm back.
Overhead.
Whee!
Right there. See where Grimshale is?
No?
Can you point art department?
Can I show it the other way, Matt?
He's on the big rock.
Yeah, go here. Here we go. There you go.
Yep. Nice.
That so you can see Whisper. Wait, can I? There you go.
All right.
Scoot it up a bit. Hold on. There we go. Boom. I am more than happy to keep moving the camera today, guys. It's amazing.
Perfect. All right. So now we've got a whole. Where are my held ranges?
Your held ranges.
So Alaric had one.
Lark has one.
All right, and kind of point Alaric. Well, you could just tell me. Do you think it's half or 3/4? Because I don't think you can get full, really.
For a lark, it's full.
Full cover? Okay.
No, I mean no cover. I mean he's got perfect shot.
Perfect shot on Alaric.
Because
So,
he's on the pole.
all right, Alaric.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So that failed. And cast Firebolt. That's not great. That's a 15 to hit.
15. You see it turns quickly, and there's harder scales on it with one of its wings. It impacts harmlessly.
Uh-oh.
All right. Whisper, I know you had arranged, so you would be at disadvantage when you fire.
Cool. Yeah. I will make my attack with the Dragon Slayer shortbow with the Arrow of Slaying. D20 and an 18, so for a total of it's 25.
A nat 20 and an 18?
Nat 20 and 18. That's what I got on the die.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Because
You said
you said
D20?
D20 and an
So I was-
18.
Sorry. Yeah, nat 20 and an 18 on the dice.
Okay.
Nice.
Kind of eats,
Plus
it, eats,
Nice.
it eats the crit, but
Yeah.
it gets hit. So no crit, but it
Cool.
does get hit.
So it'll take 10d6 damage.
What?
I have the Arrow of Slaying. I have a Dragon Slaying bow. Plus, there's a d6 just from the bow. So 3d6.
Oh, because
bow.
the slaying ammo is a DC 17 con save and 6d10 force damage is what I'm looking at.
Right.
I'm rolling a whole bunch of d6s.
Okay.
But
But I mean, this needs to make the save. Yes. Sorry. I
But the
didn't know that.
ammo is D10s, not D6s, is what I'm saying.
Really? I read that.
Yeah.
different. Hang on.
Okay. So its con save is a nat 20 for 33.
It makes the save.
Wow.
Sorry, guys. I was the one for the night.
Oh yeah, you're right. 60-10 force damage would have. So
Yeah.
it takes half of that. So let me
Correct.
start over.
All right. So come up with you bravely, you steady, and you kind of see exactly where you could get in towards its heart. The last second it moves so that it misses the heart, but gets very deep indeed.
So 46. So it takes half of 46.
23. Not bad.
And then there's the regular damage because the weapon does the regular
Yeah,
stuff.
so that would be 4d6 plus your
4d6.
dex.
14, 18.
18.
No, my dex is +3, so 17.
Got it.
No, 14 on the die. +3 is 8. No, 17. Yeah, 17.
Very good.
Math is
I don't know
hard.
math.
Is that including the +1 from the weapon? Because the weapon is a +1 weapon.
And we're back to
No, you're right. It's 18 +4. So you can't have the arrows at the same place you have the attack. So
Correct.
it's bouncing back and forth.
No, it's all good. It's all good. Okay, so yeah, there's a hiss and as it growls in rage as this has hit them, and
Anyone else at range? Shut up.
Yeah, am I within 60?
Are you within 60? That's a good question. Let me find out.
Because unfortunately, that is the range of a sling.
60.
Oh, no, it's not. It's 120. I lied.
Well, you're 60, but he does have half cover from you because you're half behind a pole.
Oh, that's fine. I'm at disadvantage because I'm not within 30. So I'm gonna use one of the inspiration from chat to nullify that.
so flat roll.
That's only a 15, which I know is a fail. I'm gonna burn my heroic because otherwise this ammo is gonna get foobarred. That's a 24.
Ooh, that gets past the cover.
Oh,
It's 6 plus d6. Oh yeah, shy of max of the extra damage. So we're at 23, and then it needs its save.
Okay, so 23 before any save damage. All right.
Yeah, that's
then
23. Just magical.
It gets 18 on its con save.
And I'm gonna make the damage radiant since I had made it my thing, just because I like the thing that I've been doing with that.
You got it.
And then, so half of 36 is 18 additional radiant damage because the ammo does whatever the weapon damage did. Oh no, it's force damage. I'm a liar.
Okay, yeah,
So
yeah.
it's 18
force.
18
Yeah,
force.
Explosion and burns as it's being almost pushed away. Let's see here. I know Celicus. We had
Yep.
one on you.
Full
Yep.
cover.
Full cover from Celicus.
Yeah. Well, no. Can it fit behind that pillar? It's still half again.
I am a large creature now.
That's what I was just thinking about. You can't completely hide from a large creature, so half cover.
What? Okay, so would that be more like 3/4?
3/4. I'll
Okay.
give it that. You can have
Because you
3/4.
went from full to half. I was a little.
But
Okay.
that Celicus was a big ass right now.
Cool. So, all right. And how far from Celicus?
Far from Celicus, not much. What?
Does it matter with their weapon?
Okay, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
35 from Celicus.
Alright, so even if I would already be doing it at disadvantage because of the range, and then because she's behind cover.
So +5 to AC.
Yeah. And technically, I was already going to hold it until like I was within range. So because it's not even within the 30 for range, I'm not going to do it.
But you're in range. Okay. I'm going to let you do that. I tried to ask you that, and you told me within range in general. So, but it's fine. Just please,
You did?
because it's within 60, right? Is the sling?
No, it's 30.
Oh, sling's max range is 30.
Well, it's 30, and then it's 120 for
Right.
disadvantage.
You're 35.
And I'd only do, and I'd only hold it like for the range of 30.
Cool. I'm totally cool with that. all I wanted to bring up is that I was trying to ask you that before, and I said long range or range at all, and you said
Yeah,
any
I
range.
didn't understand.
It's all good. I'm saying that for next time, so we're on the same page in the
Okay.
future.
I live with
That's
him.
all I want, because I would rather go with what you wanted to do. So, is that all my ranged attacks? Very cool.
Now I think he gets his pounds.
Yeah, now I actually have it. He can actually attack now. Let's see here. That was 65. Yeah, so it's going to go ahead and do some melee here on Whisper.
Nom 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 nom.
Going for the bite. For 32 to hit. And
Xanatos will use his last channel divinity, and he'll use that golden shield like the Green Ranger and send it out to Whisper. So he'll get Whisper shall get resistance to all damage for 1 turn.
Ooh. All right, so that is so I'm going to have it before I give it to you. That's 9 piercing. 5 poison.
Okay.
Then 27 to hit. So that is 8 slashing. Then another hit for 5 slashing. Comes in trying ridiculously to take out somebody, but the magic, holy magic of
Its own magic, actually.
what?
It's Grimshell's own magic that is
Grimshell's
protecting
own
Bobby.
magic, yeah. Chronic
Just
going.
mean.
So mean. With that, it does have just enough movement to go back under. And then Whisper.
I'd like to go home and rethink my choices.
Fair.
I mean, I guess I don't. Like, anywhere is fair game for her, so I'm just gonna climb up to the taller stone. I guess.
Big flat one, or you want this little guy back here?
Big flat one.
Okay.
Yeah. And then again, I'll hold my attack.
All right. All right. So, as a legendary, it's going to be able to fling its tail out of the earth toward you and attack
No.
you.
Who is you?
Sorry, Whisper.
This is bullshit. Oh, sorry, that's number 2 for the night.
Well, is it still half damage? Because was it end of turn or end of round?
Xanatos.
What?
The half damage.
It says all damage for 1 turn.
Oh,
There we go. All right, that is a dirty 30. And
Now say it with me. No.
for 20 bludgeoning.
Hey, guess what? Whisper's down.
All right.
Fly, you fools.
Alert!
okay. That's not good.
You'll think?
Oh man, she can just pop up and eat Whisper at the end, like at any. Okay. Okay. This so levitate is on a willing creature. Since Whisper is unconscious, would she count?
Yeah.
Okay. So I want. How far away is Whisper from me? Because I was 70 feet up that pole.
35 with the 70. That rock is 20 feet up. Matt.
We'll just call it 70. We're good.
Thanks.
Okay, then I want to go down 10 feet to get within 60 feet of Whisper so I can cast Levitate on her
Nice.
and lift her 20 feet up into the air.
Okay, I love it.
And then
what does that look like?
so Alaric sees Whisper go down from this tail, and he focuses and he whispers something under his breath to Blitzvalka, and Blitzvalka takes off towards Whisper just as he focuses, and he reaches out gently with his hand and just slowly lifts up, and Whisper begins to rise up off the ground just as Blitzvalka reaches her, snatches her with Blitzvalka's talons and moves her. And if you'll allow it, can Blitzvalka move Whisper to the side so that she's not in the same place, like not straight up?
Oh, I see.
She currently doesn't weigh anything.
Check 15.
Oh, because I thought you could just move somebody easy.
Oh,
when they're
right.
levitating.
I guess that's true.
They're kind of like a balloon.
Yeah, but that would mean like a strong gust of wind would throw them around too, right?
Right. So
let's do a strength check 12.
Okay. With my hawk. We'll see how this goes. So I just got to get a 15 or higher. No. I got 8.
Okay. All right. So you're trying just it's not quite enough.
Okay. Then so I'm concentrating on holding Whisper above the ground so that she can't immediately get eaten by Grimshale. And I don't think I have any good bonus actions. Nope. That's my turn.
Right. And Orion.
All right. I will begin running forward so that hopefully I can get within 60 feet of Whisper floating in the air. Oh, nope, that's Xanatos.
Yep, you're right. I know that after I did it because I'm an idiot.
I'm the blue coat who got lost.
How much do you have?
I have 30 feet.
Okay. 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. 60!
Awesome. How does the heal boost work, Matt?
When you go to do a healing spell, you can roll the extra d6.
Okay. I will cast a second level healing word as a bonus action, and I'm going to throw the heal boost in there to make sure Whisper comes up. So let me roll that. All right. So it's 13 plus a d6. So 18 total. And as I yell out, you only live once, Whisper. Because I'm not sure if I actually figured out how to raise the dead yet. And as my actual action, I am then going to look over at Xanatos and just be like kind of nod to get ready. And I'm going to put my hands on the ground. And I'm going to use the most useless cantrip ever, Thaumaturgy, to use tremors. And I'm going to start trying to make tremors in the ground and hope that I can try to, again, draw Grimshale to me.
All right, so I'd say here, Orion, you kind of see what's going on. You're realizing they are using their senses in order to figure out who might be the biggest danger. like they are seeing. So again, I would say with your spellcasting mod, I'll let you do deception.
Okay.
Because you're trying to now specifically tremor so that they think that you're.
All right. So. All right. Let me see. So D20. Oh. Damn. It's a 12 total. I rolled right off the 20 and onto an 8.
12 total. Okay.
What was the healing again?
18 total.
Then we'll go to Celicus.
Well, I too also had a plan to help out Whisper, but Whisper's a little bit out of my reach right now. So I'm gonna hop over the rubble, heading towards the center, but just like over on the other side of it. And then I'm going to move towards the pillar, like alongside the rubble that I'm next to.
So
Towards Whisper. And then how high in the air is Whisper?
20 feet.
20 feet.
Well, and she's on top of the rock, so that might add some.
well, the rock looks like it's about 10 feet, so 30 feet up.
Okay. Then I'm going to I'm going to hold my attack again to see specifically if I'm able to hit Grimshale within that 30 like unimpeded, like not behind cover, just like straight roll, able to hit him kind of thing.
Okay, so if you have a clean shot, you're going to fire.
Yeah.
You got it. Like that. And we'll go ahead to ours.
So, using his wings, ours is going to fly 30 feet. He's going to go into the air, and he is going to he's going to use his held action. And because he's in the air, Grimshale can't tell where he is through tremor sense anymore. He's not touching the ground.
So you want to go
He's
straight
going-
up or you want to move?
I want to move forward, get a little bit to the left, so that he's not like right behind everyone else. Yeah. That's good.
That way you're right between this line of people.
Yes. And he is going to hold action with the Dragon Slayer sling with True Strike. So that if Grimshale comes within range, he's going to fire on her with also the ammunition of Dragon Slayer.
Okay. Very good. And then, so Flying Bright holding, we got Xanatos.
Xantos will move diagonal to the left, so that way he's like not in a straight line behind Orion and like not in a straight line with anyone, just in case something goes on. About 15 feet. A little bit up, like where those like rocks are, those like the debris. Yeah, perfect. And then, God, this stupid dragon. Okay, I just need to hit it. Like that's all I do. And like, and then I'll just hold my action, ready to hit something. So when Grimshell pops up, whether that's Grimshell or myself, and I can explain why like that happens.
Okay.
I promise there's a reason.
So you're actually to hit Grimshell or yourself?
So yeah, so if Grimshell pops up like where I can actually hit it, I'm gonna go for Grimshell. But if it doesn't, I want to use my action on me. But there's a reason for it.
Okay, so you can hold one called it with it, which would be like melee attack.
Yeah, melee attack. Yeah.
Okay, so melee attack on yourself. You got it. Okay. Oh, good. And then we'll go to Calder, who just lost connection.
I'm gonna hold my attack. There you go.
I guess that is probably true if they come back, what they might have done. Oh, here they are.
See if I was right.
All right, Calder, it's your turn.
Quick before you leave again.
Okay. I'm going to move towards my brother. Trying to essentially bait Grimshell to just come at the two of us. And I'm going to hold another slingshot for as long as Grimshell is not like behind cover. So any range, but just not behind some kind of cover.
Okay.
And then I'm going to bring my face summon to within flying above me. That way, if Grimshell shows up next to us or is within range of its melee attack, it'll take its melee attack.
Okay.
Do I have a good bonus action? I don't think I do, so that'll be my turn.
All right. So in that case, Hardfire, I need to check that I'm right here. That it's got that. I think what it wants to do is come up, partially obscured by a pillar, and get start its breath weapon at Seleucus in a 60-foot cone out, and I think a nice grouping.
Can we find my 60-foot cone?
Does it come within range?
So that's where it's going. Well, I got to determine where it comes up. So if this is good, so yeah, so it'll come up right there.
That's gonna be everyone but but ours. Lightning Hands, Whisper in the Hawk, and the Face Summon.
Okay.
So the boys.
Yeah. Well, we'll get that because right now I need the reactions, and as we get everybody, so we'll start with ours since they had said it. What's their range from ours?
From ours.
120 feet is long distance.
$95.
Alrighty. Well, he's got innate magic on, so he has advantage as well, so they cancel out.
So flat rolls, very good.
Alright. Here we go. I should have.
That's all you could do. You couldn't add an advantage to it. You
No,
did
I
the best
couldn't.
you could.
Damn.
So it goes wide. As it's trying to get in there, it pulls up so much debris with it that it strikes one of the boulders.
Damn. Crap. Okay. Yep, that's all I can do.
All right. See here. Celicus, you tell me. It's not quite a clean. I'm just good with whatever your intent is.
If it's not a clean shot, Celicus is going to take it. He doesn't want to risk it.
Okay. You got it. Because you would have disadvantage. Then who else? Anyone else?
Yeah.
Does it have like cover against me? If it's just the one small pillar?
I'd probably have half. Depending on your angle. So Arts Department.
Because Grimshell's thick.
Yeah.
Especially
Art
compared to
Department would
Oh,
tell
pillar.
us.
I would say. What are the options?
There is no cover, half cover, and 3/4. Half cover, she says.
And it's how and Grimshell's like 60 what to me?
How far away from?
Whoa, 55.
No, not with cover and disadvantage. No, I won't take that.
Okay. And then I think we've got Xanatos.
All right. Well, let's see if this does anything. So Xantos is going to take his hand and his greatsword, and he's going to cut his hand, the same hand that has the lotus tile, and with the blood dripping, he's going to face his hand towards Grimshell and say, "I relent you, or I abandon you, Grimshell. I am a protector of Draconia."
Okay.
And I'm the last one to give that oath. So we'll see what happens.
All right. With that,
Fighting word.
okay, I know exactly how we're going to do this. You do that, and then that's everything. So the ones making it right are Calder. So I need a con save from Calder, Celicus, Orion, and Xanatos, I believe.
The one with the dad bod.
Inspos in chat.
17.
There's two inspos in chat.
Oh, I was holding those to try and hit with our dragon slaying ammos.
Shoot, that's what I should have done.
You wouldn't have been able to because you already had.
It wouldn't have- yeah, you already
Oh.
canceled yours.
Oh, it doesn't. Oh, it only gives advantage. It doesn't actually reroll.
The chat ones usually. All right, so we got
Mine's a 17. It rolled with advantage because it's
got it. All right,
19.
19. Looks like all fails from what I can see because I would say DC's 21.
Someone get a 20 where if I lower it by one, it helps.
I don't think so.
Well, y'all on your own then.
Okay, coming in is 54 poison damage.
I am down.
Yep, I'm down.
I'm down.
Okay, who's up?
Okay.
Whisper is, ironically.
Yeah, Calder is. He ate it.
No, I'm not.
Oh,
You didn't say you were down.
I have 13. No, I said my summon is. My summon's gone. I was at 67.
I
with
heard
my
someone say
temper.
who's not down. I said Calder isn't. That's what I was trying to say.
Oh.
Who's not down.
Gotcha. Sorry.
But don't confuse me, peeps. It's really easy to do it this time of night.
Okay. And as you fall, the last Draconia seal is activated,
Ruh-roh.
which glows bright and grants an instant long rest for how I
Yes.
wrote it initially to all everyone.
Heck yeah.
So I'm
To everyone, did you say?
Yes.
good.
Oh.
So I'm gonna leave you all prone, but you're not.
Yeah.
See, I wanted to save it until I used all those damage reductions.
Yeah.
Before.
Like shines as you see coming from the center of the ruins. These the insects are fly towards all of you and very painfully are stitching you together.
Why are you always stealing Kira's moves?
And you begin to notice they are doing it to all your wounds and inserting things into you. It's quite the difference. So the healing is really, they're like grafting bits of stone and strange metal, as well as for those of you with your spell slots, like taking bits of magically charged ore and dissolving it into your bloodstreams as you feel the change.
That's not painful at all.
Then the thing, they roar now and push themselves beneath the stone once more.
Howard.
Dragons don't get to be adults without cowardice. Whisper!
So I've got a question, Matt. I know how I think it would happen, but I'm going to ask you. Where's my bow?
It'll be on the ground.
Okay.
Because you were holding it.
Then I'm going to do the face step thing. That's bonus action. Down to where my bow is. I'm going to use the feature that allows me to grant temporary hit points. I'm going to grant those to myself.
Nice. I think by the spell, don't you just raise right back up too?
Wait,
Levitating?
Because levitate would still be on them.
oh,
So
I mean, you can drop it.
Okay, so they're stationary unless I focus on them and move them.
Yeah, so the teleportation would kind of push, and then
So I don't know.
I think you'd levitate right back up unless you wish to end the spell, Alaric.
I mean, I think it's better for Whisper to be up in the air so that Grimshell can't see her.
I love it.
But if Whisper tells me to drop it, then I will.
So what?
I mean, I'm fine.
Presuming that Grimshell doesn't have blind sight and can just see anything in a certain area around her.
Blind sight doesn't see through rocks. Tremor sense does. So when she's
No,
buried,
yes,
she
but
might not be
blind
able
sight
to see us.
does like just air between you guys.
Like when she pops up, she can see us. But when she's in the ground, I don't know if she can, and if we're flying.
Okay, well that's a later problem. So
Yeah.
what we're gonna do now is so I'm gonna pick up my bow and the arrow, and then I'm just gonna let myself glide back up.
You got
Thanks,
it.
Alaric.
All right, so it's bonus action.
Ours would yell to the others, I missed with my dragon slaying ammunition. If anyone can find it and throw it to me, I'd be grateful.
So for my action, I'm going to ready the action of firing my bow if Grimshale appears, or when Grimshale appears.
Lark.
Okay. I want to double check. Let's see. Use load object. You can change the target's out if you are. It doesn't say it takes. I don't think it takes an action to move something that I'm levitating. It just says you can change the target's altitude by up to 20 feet in either direction, up or down, on your turn.
Okay.
So, and Whisper's using a short bow, a long bow.
Short bow.
Okay, I think that's still, if she's 40 feet off the ground, hopefully gets her a little farther away from Grimshield. So I'll lift her up another 20 feet to try and confuse Grimshield, and then I think
It's a magic action.
Oh, it is? Oh, then that works too. I'll use my magic action to do that. Oh, yeah, you're right. It's there at the bottom.
It's very strangely.
Yeah, so I will use my action to move her, and then I will try and move. I'm concentrating on that, so I will try and move around the pillar to try and put the pillar between me and the open area where Grimshield's been showing up. And I'll use my movement to move 20 feet up the pillar. So now I'm 80 feet up.
Nice.
And that's my turn. And Blitzvolk is just next to Whisper.
You know, he should check with the professor to see if there's some way to increase your sturdiness. She says.
All right. And they will go ahead and Legendary let their tail come out and smack Celicus.
Rude.
Ooh, only a 19.
It meets my armor class.
Oh. For 17 bludgeoning damage. All right. And then Orion.
I will get up from where I'm standing, or sorry, where I'm laying, and get back to standing. And then I will cast at second level. I'm going to cast Bless, and I believe Celicus, my brother, and Xanatos are all within 30 feet of me, correct?
Yes.
All right, and then myself. So the four of us are now under the Bless spell.
Very nice.
And then with my remaining ability to walk, I am going to begin backing away from my brother toward that pile of rubble, just to spread us out some more.
Got it. All right. At the end of Orion's turn, the tail comes up again at Celicus for a 24 to hit.
Yep.
I thought we weren't doing all the extra moves here.
Of course, I didn't say that. The distances worked out differently the first few rounds. 17 bludgeoning damage. And Celicus, it's your turn.
Well, you know what it means now that I got a long rest? I got my wings back.
Let's go.
So with my bonus action, I'm going to get my wings back and fly up. And I'm going to fly. I would say basically up. Just straight up. I will just go straight up. my 30, or however much I get from getting up and stuff. And then I am going to this is a bonus action, so I can't do that. For my action, I am going to I'll do it. Okay, so I'm going to use my action so I can use my action to heal myself, then second wind, and then could I hold an action from that?
Where'd you begin that second action?
Yeah, to hold that second action.
Second wind or action surge?
Or action surge, I mean, gosh.
Yeah, action surge makes more sense.
Yeah. I'm mixing up the abilities because I was just looking at second wind, and that's why. So if I use my action to heal myself, then action surge, can I hold that next action?
Yes.
Okay, then that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to heal myself first. That was a very low roll, but every number counts. And then I'm going to mark off my action surge. If I could scroll and find it. And that action will be the next time that Grimshell shows up, I'm just going to do it. I'm going to throw the attack at him.
All right.
Because Celicus is almost dead. Again.
All right. Is that it?
Yep.
Ours.
Okay, so ours is going to fly 30, let's see. It's 5-foot squares, right?
Yeah.
It's going to fly up 20 feet. Or fly forward 20 feet.
Thank
That's
you.
what I mean. Apologies.
It's all good.
And
You right behind Cold or Red Coat, or do you want to be over? I'm gonna put you over.
yeah, over.
Try not to direct line you guys.
Yeah, wouldn't want that. Celicus is the only one looking really damaged right now, yeah?
Yeah, because the rest of you got a long rest.
Yeah. Okay, so he's going to hold off for a little bit on healing, although he does have that in mind. And Orion had the same idea, but faster. He popped Bless so that all of our attack rolls are more likely to hit, and we can tank that breath weapon better next time that she pops it. So we just gotta focus on damage. Ours is going to hold his action again. No, he's going to... Yeah, no. So he's going to go forward another 10 feet, trying to maneuver his way over to where he thinks that that his ammunition of dragon slaying is. And then he's going to hold his action to true strike Grimshale the next time she shows up within range. And that will be ours' turn.
All right. Xanatos.
Xandos will get up. Grimshaw's been sticking over there, like in the corners. I'll move Xantos closer to the pillar. Yeah, exactly. Perfect. and then just ready in action, ready to swing at Grimchill.
You got it. All right, then. With that, starting round 4, and I think we're gonna have to end for tonight. I know, and we got to come back next week with all of this. All right. With that, everyone watching, thank you so much, and we will see if the Gaslighters survive.